those last two are just they're pretty hard.
I think Great Bay is alright.
I hate Great Bay. I hate it so much. Honestly, I remember when I was streaming it, it took 5 hours for me to just beat it. It frustrated the shit out of me.
I think the worst one. I think the worst one for me is probably Stone Tower.
Oh yeah, Stone Tower is kind of annoying too.
I fucking hate switching between masks.
How about that? Never mind.
Stone Tower is annoying too, because then you gotta flip the tower and all that. It's just ugh.
No, it's the whole like switching between.
Yeah, that one's also confusing as fuck.
It was just trash, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
oh yeah, by the way, that temple's got the best music because it's got the only music for temples in that game. I think Majora's Mask temple music is not good. Just the last temple's got good music. All the temple music in Majora's Mask is just sound effects. That's really it. Yeah, the last temple's music in Majora's Mask is phenomenal stuff. It's like the Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time, which I think is the best music for the temples in that game.
How about the Fire Temple in the non-censored Fire
The
Temple?
not censored with the chanting. Oh yeah. Leave Majora's Mask alone.
Oh, I remember when they censored Ganon's bleeding? They replaced it with some green ice, like some fucking green ice.
What the fuck was that noise? Oh, that was the impression of the Swamp Temple from Majora's Mask. That's the music.
Yeah, it's like you go in there. Like the first thing you hear when you go in that shit.
And that is considered music for a temple, and I'm like, it's not even that good.
They got like fucking bongos and shit. It's like,
Oh yeah, Blue. How about the boss team? Oh, here's Odawa, Okinawa.
But I will say the second temple in Majora's Mask is really good. That's probably my favorite temple in that game is the Snowhead one. I love the Snowhead Temple.
Burner.
And especially fighting Goat. Oh, I love the Goat fight.
What I don't like is the fucking Goron race.
People hate the Goron race. Oh fuck the Goron race.
I hate the
fucking cheap.
Oh, the Goron race could go die. It's like the races in Jack 2.
So basically, like I'm kind of playing the game on the 3DS.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that Goron race.
Oh, and the Majora's Mask remake?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. They changed a lot of the fights in Majora's Mask 3D. Like, they're not the exact same how they were. But honestly, I think the one in the Great Bay Temple is probably for the better. Because that one, Georg is an asshole. Yeah, Georg or George. Georg!
I just call him Mr. Tuna Horn.
Hey, it's Mr. Shooterhorn.
Hey, the greatest Zelda boss of all time, Mr. Tuna Horn.
Oh, and yeah, they messed up the Zora controls in the 3D remake. They didn't have to change them, and they did. And
so never mind. I should ask this question. It's very.
I don't know why they changed they changed the best part of the whole game, and that was swimming as the Zora, and they made it worse.
I
It's quite impressive.
roaming around tournament. No!
I have a question that I probably shouldn't ask, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
What?
Do you think in WWE 2K19 Brian Christopher is gonna be playable?
Brian Chris?
No. No.
Probably not.
Considering he's dead now.
Yeah, probably not.
You know, I'm just saying.
Too soon.
I know. I said I wasn't sure if
I like the water. Honestly, the water temple. I mean, the water temple in Ocarina of Time doesn't really annoy me as much. Especially if you play the remake. The water temple, they did a good job in that remake.
I honestly don't think it's. I honestly hate Great Bay more.
Yeah, me too. Great Bay is much more of a maze because you have that current and you have to manually line up where you're going to get to where you want to go because there's that current in the middle, and then you have to switch the switch that raises the water, and then the water goes around.
Andy, to be fair though, To be fair though, obviously in the 3DS version, it's different with the
Did they change
because
it?
you
Oh
get-
yeah, oh yeah, they
no,
changed the
no,
ice arrows in that. Oh, that's another thing I don't like. Oh
I'm
no.
talking about
Wait, you can't
Ocarina of
freeze
Time
water with
Water
it?
Temple.
No, here's in the remake. There's specific points you can only shoot your arrow at now. You can't just shoot anywhere.
Oh, that is dick.
Yeah, they only mark a specific area you can shoot your ice arrows. Now.
Fucking why, Nintendo? You didn't need to do that. What the fuck are you doing? What you doing? What you breaking?
I mean, there's a glitch that can happen that traps you forever. Not necessarily. It's only if you miss one room, and they don't show it to you in one of the camera angles, and that's the room where you have to, where you go in and it raises the water to like the second level, I think it was, and then there's that block that rises up, and then
Ocarina of Time.
yeah, in Ocarina of Time, because in the original they don't show it that the block rises up, so it's easy to miss, and that's where a lot of people always miss that one key, myself included.
I don't mind it.
I remember I spent like
I think that made it so bad was that you had to keep pausing, going over, unselecting or reselecting the.
Now, the one temple I absolutely hate is in A Link to the Past. Go fuck yourself, that forest maze fucking temple. I hate that place so much. That's worse than Great Bay for me, easily, because the wall masters just spawn and they get you so quick it's over.
Great Bay made me start the whole game over, so I don't like Great Bay.
Dude, I think for me the worst temple in that game is fucking the ice cut.
I absolutely hate A Link to the Past for that one temple.
Ocarina of Time?
That temple pissed me off so much when I was playing it.
Link to the Past. I hate the ice dungeon. I hate all ice dungeons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Skullwood sucked. I think it's the worst dungeon I've ever played in a Zelda game, easily. Like, no questions asked. It's easily the worst dungeon I've ever played in a Zelda game.
I think the worst dungeon is
Just because the wall masters are such assholes, and the way they're spawned and how fast they are.
Like the Shadow Temple and
Oh, I love. Oh, Twilight Princess.
I
though.
hate it when those handshakes happen. I don't like anything. I don't.
Funny enough, my least favorite temple. Funny enough, my least favorite temple in Twilight Princess was the snow one. We're at the mansion. I don't know. I don't like that one.
I'll put it this way. I kind of don't like that one either because like I was doing super well in that game. As soon as I got to that temple, I died like 6 times before getting it.
Yeah. Well, for me, I kept getting lost and not sure where to go at a specific point, and I kept getting yelled at in my chat for getting lost. I remember that.
What are you doing? You got the.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stressed me the fuck out too. I was playing through it on stream.
Wow.
I remember one time.
Twilight
I
Princess
was...
is my favorite Zelda game of all time.
Hold on, PogChamp.
I'm not sure if it has my favorite temple or not.
Not sure if that was the last race I'll play the victory video anyway. Oh no, that was only the second race.
I think I really like the
Skull Woods, more like Skull Ass. Yeah.
I really like Temple of Time.
I love Temple of Time in Twilight. That's my favorite temple. I love the little rod you get that can actually like control the statues. I love that.
Yeah, the minion rod.
Yeah, the minion rod. Yeah. Too bad it's only really used for that one temple.
That and the fucking statue scale across the...
And the statue in the Cave of Ordeals. Which,
Oh, yeah.
The funniest part is the Cave of Ordeals was actually harder to me than the Savage Labyrinth in Wind Waker. I can clear that Savage Labyrinth with 11 hearts. However, the Cave of Ordeals is fucking impossible for me at first.
Dude,
I was actually able to beat it on my my playthrough, which was cool.
I literally have to have the magic armor in order to beat that. I don't know why.
Damn.
I think it's because I absolutely hate the Dark Nuts cause like I love Twilight Princess, but I absolutely hate the Dark Nuts in Twilight Princess.
5 folders now? Good
are-
lord.
They are the worst.
Good god.
They are the worst. I hate the Dark Nuts in Twilight.
I actually really like fighting the Dark Nuts in that game. I think they're my favorite enemy to fight.
I like fighting.
I hate when you knock their armor off. And
I will say this about Twilight Princess. It definitely has the hardest first temple in any of the Zelda games that I've played. That temple That first temple is actually pretty tricky to figure out at times. When you for your first time playing, that is.
Oh, I know my least favorite temple of every Zelda game ever.
For your first time playing through the game, I think it's probably a very tough temple.
I know my least favorite temple.
What's that?
It's not.
Is it the water temple in that game?
No. Fucking the Dongo's Cavern.
Wait, in Ocarina of Time?
Yeah. I just
Wait, really?
Overall, I hate that place.
Why?
Like, I don't know why. I always die in the Dongo's Cavern so much.
And that's Ocarina of Time, correct? I'm thinking the right one, right? Like Ocarina of Time or Twilight. Wait. I'm thinking the right one, right? In Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. The Dongo's Cavern.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's a weird one.
It's the Young Link temple.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know why. I hate that temple so much.
That's weird.
I don't understand it. I mean, I die there all the time. Like, go in here, die. Go in there, die. Die. Just like constant.
Spirit Temple will always be my favorite temple in Ocarina of Time. I love that temple.
What's my favorite Ocarina of Time temple?
I found Twilight Princess to be straightforward. I mean, at times, it's when you're in the dungeon. Sometimes they don't really give you an idea what you're supposed to be doing. Like where story in that, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to follow, like where to go next for the story. It's when you're in the temple. Sometimes there can be some moments. Toilet paper HD.
Yeah, but my worst temple of all time.
DP's the hardest Zelda game. Yeah, it's up there. I think like for the 3D ones, I think Majora's Mask was the hardest one for me.
No, it's fine. No, anyway, like I was saying, I think the worst temple I've ever played is definitely Temple of the Ocean.
Which is
Zelda 2 story. Oh my god, that's a Zelda game that has no story.
That's from Phantom Hourglass.
I think Breath of the Wild's got a better story than Zelda 2. Holy crap! There's so many Risei art now in this room. I need to save all these later.
And he's gonna have like a freaking file cabinet just to save all these.
I have a file already for all the Risei fan art.
I mean a file cabinet, not
a file cabinet. I'll need another hard drive.
No, you don't need.
I'll need another terabyte hard drive.
And this is my terabyte hard drive, which has.
Holy shit! Thank you, Grady, for the 14-month resub. Holy shit!
Yeah, another person with 14 months.
Hot.
What is that, by the way? I'm trying to remember.
What?
The song.
Oh, that's the Mega Man.
Oh.
That's Mega Man's victory song from Smash Bros.
Oh. Okay, I was thinking. Yeah, because I was like hitting them, I'm going, huh, what is that? I'm like going.
A thinking emoji.
But no, other than that, I think Twilight Princess is a great game. I think the first temple is probably the hardest first temple in the 3D ones, and I think the snow temple is probably my least favorite one. But other than that, I loved every other part of Twilight Princess.
Dude,
it's definitely a very easy one to follow where to go. But I think Skyward Sword takes the cake for where to go and whatnot. That game just tells you where to go.
I love Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I like Skyward Sword too. It gets a lot of hate. I love that game.
Yeah.
Mainly because
I don't think it's.
I think B is fine. They tone her down the whole handle.
I like the whole like lore to it, like how it's the first game in the whole timeline.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like it's not too much though. Like, she kind of does with the whole hand holding, but I feel like it's not.
Like I recently played it, and I can tell you like.
Link to the Past. Oh yeah, Link to the Past as a whole is probably the hardest Zelda game. I was talking about the 3D ones. Link to the Past is easily the hardest Zelda game I've played.
I have not really played any of the 2D ones.
I was just more referring to the 3D ones.
I really haven't played any of the 2D ones.
Wow. Okay, great.
Does Finish Cap count for 2D?
That's 2D. I'd say that's 2D.
Yeah, that's 2D.
Yeah, I've only played one 2D game myself, and that was a Link to the Past.
I'd say it's in the
What?
same class as the Oracle game.
Bumping me off the track.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I got stuck on the boss key during an hour. Really?
I'm sorry, I mean,
It's funny. I didn't really have much issue with Skyward Sword until like the very last part where you had to like make the maze of with all the keys. It was right before. It was right before the last part of the game.
I had a lot of trouble with the final boss.
I didn't actually because I had the Hylian shield in that game.
I did.
I had that. That was the first thing I went after.
And funny enough, I got it on my first try because I was actually mastering like the fights in that game. I was actually really good with the controls of that game.
I couldn't beat the trial.
Freaking 3 red shells.
Oh, like the one we had to pick up like the bubbles and that.
I couldn't beat the boss rush.
Oh, the boss rush?
Ah, damn
So literally what I did was I came in there with like
That's a punk
3 different fucking shields.
Yeah.
And eventually...
I'll take third.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
I will say, if you ever do get the Hylian shield, it makes everything so much easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
so bad news for all you guys. That was me with the lightning.
Cool.
Cool. I mean, I still won the set.
I know.
I'm trying to find the fuck I'm supposed to give.
Holy
Is it in my? Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna see if it's in my resave folder. Nope, no fucks to be given there.
No.
Really, not a lot of loot stuff in there.
I mean, there's some, but
Yeah, there's some bugs.
Oh god, stop. Please.
I was waiting for someone.
No moss.
No more.
Oh, there's a lot of fucks to be given in that folder.
Holy shit, I don't care.
alrighty guys. So we're gonna take a quick break here. So when we come back,